We humans tend to often rely on messages that will mellow the hardships of life. We will pretend that there's no hope in this world, and what's the point of living in such an unfair world, right? It's common to hear people say that we won't bring any new life into this world. What's the point anyways? There's war, there's hunger, there's anger everywhere, and the church and the government only gets more powerful. What's the point to bring a human life into this wretched world? What's the point of all? I often ask myself too, because each day that passes by my life only gets bigger and harder. My rent changes every month, my phone plans increase $10 every now and then. In addition to that, I find myself going into debt that I cannot even afford. I will never afford a house in this economy. What's the point of all of this? I have only experienced hardships in my life. I will tell you now my thoughts about this mentality with a brief story of my life. Of course, I grew up with nothing. My family never owned land, never owned a fancy car or a luxurious apartment, and my dad abused my mom on a psychological level that I can only describe as him slamming plates over her head and pouring out Coca-Cola cans all over her. All I had during my early years was a single mom to look after me and my elder brother. We often moved from place to place, not thinking about what we left behind and how awful it was for kids to each day of their life sleep in a different bed. To each different day of their life, we will have to be forced to meet new people and forget those that we build relationships with. There's a wild memory of my childhood where I remember my mother getting me my first pet, a rabbit, on my birthday. We have nowhere else to put it, so we built a small tent of boxes outside the house. And the next day I woke up excited just to spend all day with my new pet, and all that was left behind was his little paw. He was eaten by a street cat the same night that he was brought to my life. And things would not get any better from that. We moved to a small residential complex where I found myself trapped sometimes. I wasn't able to go to the city or to go out for long periods of time due to how risky it was for a kid my age to be wandering outside for so long. Fast forward, I'm 22 years old. I pay my own rent. I pay for my own food. I work 37 hours per week while still being a full-time physics student at my local community college. I've been working since my late 16, and honestly I have experienced everything from retail to fast food to workshops. I used to wake up at 9 a.m. and work from 10 p.m. just to get a paycheck every 2 weeks that was less than $1,000. When I look back in my life, nothing good have ever happened to me. I know people that right now, as we speak, are living a luxurious life, study a career that they love while their parents are sending them to college and pay for their accommodation and every other expense that they have just for free. No one have ever gave me money or anything for free. But I feel like this is a type of mentality that will rush you away. When I look back in my life, I see those little details. I don't see the hardships I went through. Just imagine how unfair it would be for my mom if I look back on my life and I don't see the woman that worked her butt off from job to job just to feed 2 little kids. Things that I remember the most were just me exploring the forest behind our resident complex, or me just playing Zelda, carrying off time while eating ice cream in a hot summer. I remember Noche Buena and the sunset getting off while my mom and my grandparents cook delicious cuisine for the night. There's no point for me to compare myself to others. There's no point of seeing only the hard aspects of my life. Yes, I had the best childhood, and I have been working since the age of that was supposed to be the age where I discovered myself and know what I truly love. And still, I will never give my life away. I could not imagine the type of spoiled brat I would have grown if I always got everything on a silver plate. I am myself because I had a hard life. And even if you see your own life as a burden, you should always bleach that from your mentality and just remember that you are you, and that's alright. Let the world burn, I said. Let it burn, and from the ashes you will rise like a phoenix. Do you really think that our ancestors, the cavemen, to be more specific, woke up in the morning and complain about life, complain how hard their childhood was? No. For them, they would just get up and think about these few things. Today I need to eat, today I need to protect my family, and I need to live to see another day. Losing hope is normal. Believing that there's no chance for things to get any better is fair enough. But the only thing that I consider unfair is that you are putting yourself in an impossible position where hope just ceases to exist. It's normal to feel that way for a week. It's normal to feel that way for a month. Hell, it's even normal to feel that way for a whole year. But honestly, people, hope is all we have. And we should use it as an anchor that keeps us moving forward. In the dark, there will always be light. Hope is the only thing that we use when everything else is lost. They tried to bury us. They didn't know we were seeds.